I'm getting a feeling that the tone of these letters is very open and honest, straight, and direct. These are the kind of qualities that I admire and demand from my boss or any leader in general. I've had displeasure of working under a superior who was antithesis of direct. Long story short, I didn't last there for long. Once again, Berkshire Hathaway invests in new equipment. This year they spend $970,000 on it. Again, to fulfill the plan to lower costs and improve quality of products. In this letter, there is one additional point: increasing manufacturing flexibility. Awesome plan. There's nothing to add to it. They also disposed of the remainder of the unused property. Great. Cut off unnecessary and unprofitable things. It's kind of like Pareto's principle, also known as 80-20 rule. Also should be known as common sense. Also known by Charlie Munger as uncommon sense. Next point. Warren explains that share repurchase benefits stockholders because the net worth per share has increased. It is a simple principle. Let's say I have one slice of pizza out of 8 slices. Now Warren decides to divide the pizza in 4 pieces instead of 8. I don't know how to achieve it in this analogy. Perhaps he glues slices in pairs. In any case, he still gives me one slice from that new partitioning. This makes my slice bigger. Now I have 1/4 of the whole pizza instead of the 1/8. More pizza per slice. More money per share after a repurchase. Following item is the most relevant to me. Mr. Buffett informs that the company is looking for acquisitions. Even though they haven't found any suitable acquisition yet, they are holding on some liquid assets for that purpose. They want to be ready to act whenever the opportunity appears. This is something I should get better at. Whenever I have some unused money, I want to invest it all somewhere, and I know that once I will come across a truly great opportunity, I won't be able to allocate any meaningful amount to it. Right now I'm thinking why I read these letters. I read them because I've heard they contain valuable knowledge. And now I'm looking straight at that knowledge. Furthermore, I am in need of that knowledge. I definitely should act on it. Yes, it is decided. From now on, I will keep some amount of money for any juicy opportunities that I may find. I'm not sure how much to keep for it. Half of the surplus? Perhaps 1/3? I don't know yet, but it's probably going to be between these two borders. Yay, I'm taking action. This reminds me of Tony Robbins' quote. Execution trumps knowledge. In situation like this, I totally agree with this phrase, and I'm happy that I'm acting on this great advice. Reading these letters has already paid off. They also list 2 more reasons to have some liquid assets. 1. They may need to invest in one of their fast-growing divisions. 2. There is a threat of technological change in the textile field. There is a chance for a need to change machinery on a short notice. Whatever the situation, they are preparing for it. As Howard Marks said, you can't predict, but you can prepare. This is another great quote worth keeping in mind at all times. That being said, they are not merely sitting on cash. They invested in marketable securities. This means that the amount of money is growing, and at the same time they can cash out relatively promptly. Simple and smart, and something that I do not employ. I'll have to look at similar possibilities available to me once I upload this summary. In this letter we also get a glimpse of Berkshire Hathaway's future. Quote, it is the present intention of directors to proceed toward the interim investment of a major portion of these funds in marketable common stocks. This should hold promise not only of greater income than can be achieved through alternative investment possibilities in the field of non-equity marketable securities, but also provides us with the opportunity to participate in earnings derived outside of our textile business, even if only temporarily and indirectly. End quote. At the time of this letter, Berkshire Hathaway was a textile company. Nowadays it is known as a holding company, owning subsidiaries engaged in a large number of diverse business activities. To sum up, the company continues to invest in itself, continues to cut off unnecessary and unprofitable parts, gathers some liquid assets for future opportunities and necessities, and thinks about investing in stocks. My personal actionable bit of wisdom is to have some cash in case a great opportunity presents itself. Be prepared for that opportunity even if I can't predict when it will appear.